we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's Smith to return it. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a play fake. Now Vick. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Smith will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So Emmitt Smith hits pay dirt. Back in his day, he had 175 of those in his career.
25 in 1995. You know they talk about people who have a nose for the end zone?
He had it.
Emmitt Smith was about full body immersion.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Johnson, 76 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Jackson. This complete to Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. A give up the middle. It's Emmett. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. All right, Charles, quick Emmitt Smith story. You've heard of the Madden video game, right?
I have heard of the Madden video game, no doubt about it.
The legend goes that Coach Madden said players used to come up to him all the time and complain that their ratings were too low. The only person, though, that came up and said, hey, mine's too high, Emmitt Smith.
You're kidding.
How can you rate Emmitt Smith too high? That's the question.
Boy, talk about humble. That's taking modesty to a new level.
From the shotgun, they run with... Now the ball comes loose. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson. He's got his man, Gates. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Smith up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Now a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Smith trying to run for it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They go play action now. Jackson toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Emmitt Smith. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. .158 left to play till we hit halftime. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Vic goes play action. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here
at their own 47-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Jackson from the shotgun. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer, Mel Blount.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So here's Vick following the interception.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down.
Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A give to Smith out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Jackson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this 1st half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Now it's Jackson. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. On the return, Hester. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds them to just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Michael Vick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Throwing, Vick. Steps away. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Vick readies to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Off the play fake, Vick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-time interception king, Paul Krause. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Okay, break. Attacking 18. Ready.
Stewart sets to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Stewart. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Stewart. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down in the yard.
To throw is Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Gates, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon.
Now for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket? This is the Madden Championship Series brought to you by USAA, an official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL. USAA, proud to serve the military and their families. And we join you from USAA Stadium. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Montana going right to the air. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
This one caught by Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. Open man downfield is Lamb, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Peterson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They try again with Peterson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It was Dion sprinting in on the corner blitz for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Boy, so that one, Charles, is a crusher. Take away the touchdown.
Yeah, and that's where defenders, Brandon, really use the sideline to their advantage, because if you can influence the receiver to step out of bounds, you know he can't be the first to touch it when he re-enters the field of play, and that's going to cost him 6 points.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 23, here's second down and 2. They'll run it again with Smith. And down he'll go at the 25. Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Inside handoff, Smith. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Short throw, hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Williams loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll buy some time right. And his first pass is incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Jackson. Gates with the grab. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They'll roll him out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way, and then try and match his athleticism.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Jackson. That'll be caught by Hester. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that would not fool anybody. Going to be taken down for a big loss on the play.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on it. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Boswell's kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for him, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
They'll start out on the ground with Emmett. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Jackson. And it's completed to Antonio Gates. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Now Jackson.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson. And this is caught by Gates for a Miami touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. They go play action with Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Jackson now. Here's Hester open right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Julio Jones. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's down the field for Jefferson. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Bring it on, boys. We got this.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game.
That one out wide and intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Again, it's Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Inside handoff, Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun, on the move to his left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Antonio Gates from 13 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good to make it 17-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of...
It got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Antonio Gates with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And that's complete to Gates. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing is Jackson. He gets this out to Spiller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Steps away to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll look to throw here on first down. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Buying time to his left. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Boswell's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. In motion, Lamb. From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. He's going to air one out right away. And he will dive into the end zone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, man, what a start to this one, Greg. Right out of the gate, first play of the game. A big ball downfield for the touchdown.
I don't even think the fans have settled into their seats, Mike. I mean, you talk about a fast start. There was no settling into this one. This play caller wanted to attack early, and boy, did he ever.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchdown. Unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Play action now. Jackson. Downfield on the crossing route. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down. Jackson looking to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 6. Jackson now. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit, and as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's Jackson. He manages to get the throw in and completes it. And he will have a Dolphins first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. Off the play fake, Jackson in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. On play action, here's Jackson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike. I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Incomplete. Just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Play action. It's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. This one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. He's going to try it here again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. Whole lot of extra muscle there on the left side for this first and 10. Target route into the hands of his running back. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chain. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. From a little further back, here's second and goal. He's in. Touchdown, Dolphins. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return is Ricky Pearsall. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's first and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Shotgun. It's Penix. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. Great tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. He'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Second and a yard. Now it's Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back. It'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So after 1, 7-0 is our score. Back with more from Mexico City and the International Series. After this. Here's 2nd and 2. Stick with him again. And the offense are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Miami.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Saul, gonna return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Start on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. We're going to go play action with Penix. He'll let one go down the middle. And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Score zone. Let's get it, guys. Hold him on the line. Watch the middle. Watch the middle. Hold up, Bill.
Taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment.
No score zone. No score zone.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing Jackson. That one into the hands of Jefferson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the pitch.
3rd and short. Jackson. The pass rush gets hold, and he goes down.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. Is complete. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll get this one to a safety valve, complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. What a big play, a little unscripted there. Greg, that is what tight ends do so well. Hey, you lived it. What are you thinking when the quarterback's on the move out of the pocket?
Scramble drill is the most difficult play to defend down here in the red zone, Mike. It stresses the coverage so much. When you snap your head around of your designed route and you see your quarterback has gotten moved off his spot, now it's just scramble rules. Stay in phase. Work friendly in the same direction as the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. Now, faking the give. You let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Miami.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Extra point attempt still to come. good. And the Dolphins will take a 21-7 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Here's Saul, gonna return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
2nd down. Jackson.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback. Realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now he'll run.
While he was running away from the pocket, Mike, I was wondering, was he going to just throw that one away or try to make something out of nothing? Give him credit. He does a nice job picking up some positive yardage before he's forced to go out of bounds.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the 2nd half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative. No time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
Coming across the field, he's got it. They pick up 27 and convert on 4th down. Again, on the ground, and nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A run on 1st and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. second and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The ball inches from the goal line. Third and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a fourth and goal try.
Fourth down, Jackson. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
Open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. On first down, it's Penix. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. We'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing again, it's Penix. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got a man complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Emmitt Smith, 79 yards. And the Bengals go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Jackson. Gates with a grab. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Give to Smith out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Hurts. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 3rd down and 7. Burt sets up to throw it. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner, Brock Hewlett. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return.
In it to win it.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Has the connection to Jones. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 4 yards on that one. And it's a first down Miami. This time is already into enemy territory. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you're that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now Jackson off the play action. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. Normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing the lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
They'll run here on 1st down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line, thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They look to throw. Leading to his running back. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now from the gun. On the move, headed right. To the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today, Woods, and I love that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
And that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL game before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
2nd and 10 now. Oh, a tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure alters the throw.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Juju Brents with the pick. And the Dolphins take possession of the football. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early running back.
So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Neither side separating much so far. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. The first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up 2nd down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
They get this down to the 28. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch. Not that amazing play.
1st down. Here's Lamar. He's got Smith. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone. Short of the 15. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Rolling back, it's the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Lamar off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake out the interception. He's looking to throw. It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again. Juju Brents with a pick. And the Dolphins take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So, shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
It's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, and to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. They go play fake with Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make a big play on the ground. He slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Working quickly here. On 1st down, they'll run. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another carry for him. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Play action now with Jackson. He rolls to his right. The back grabs it. And in for the Miami touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. This return makes it up to the 25. They got 1st and 10, Brock, with time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Dolphins will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. And he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling. It's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. defense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they pick him off again. Juju Brents with a pick. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little drawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game. Like any edge that you could create, but now's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know both sides are ready to go.
And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. He's on the move. Big man, Justin Jefferson. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 39. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. He's going to keep this one. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down. Play fake, Jackson. He's got to his running back. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
1st down from the red zone. Escapes the pocket. We'll get this to Jefferson. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Call it a handful on that run. Now it's second and goal from the 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Touchdown, Miami! What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Brees on the ground for the first time. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
No score zone. Let's get it, man. Oh, kick it. Come on, kick it.
Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at 2nd and 3. From the 28.